Happy Saturday,
B.
squared.
Always forget.
Hmm?
I said you always forget.
Well, we're coming with the end of the year video, maybe we call this
Mm-hmm.
end of the year video. I forgot what we titled the other. What would we call that? I
It
forgot.
was something about update or something.
Bariatric weight loss update.
It's been 8 months, y'all.
8 months. So we are gonna update. I probably should have done that earlier. 2 a.m. Um, we're gonna update you all real quick. I don't really have a plan, but I wanted to say something because it's end of the year, and I wanted to put a picture on the thumbnail for showing um, the journey from Christmas 2023 to Christmas 2024. It's a big difference in my appearance. What do you think?
Do I think there's a difference?
Mhm.
Yeah. Half of my husband's gonna look. You got this right there. Now you look just crazy. Hopefully that don't pick up for your thumbnail.
Yeah, I think it does. You can see my neck is different. Anywho, um,
Looking like your boyish pictures, like your graduation picture.
yeah. Like I said, really don't have anything really major planned here. I do have appointments scheduled next month in January. I got an appointment scheduled, which I forgot about until I went to the last appointment. Um, I've had some struggles personally with the process, and they told me that every day is something you're learning. You just, as long as you keep learning and you keep going. But what I realize is that um, it's not.
Okay.
This whole process isn't about a permanent fix to what the problem may have been. Um, and let's just cut the chase. The problem is overeating. So, doing the surgery, I stopped overeating based on the fact that I can't fill up on what I used to fill up on. However, that is changing over the course of time. I'm not able to eat as what I used to eat, and things don't taste the same. So, all that's new. However, I'm getting more in than I was 6 months ago, of course, easily. But even 2 months ago, I wouldn't say it's like a weekly thing anymore, but there's changes in what I'm able to intake. And that, I believe, is where the process they get you to build on is supposed to sustain you for your life going forward on what you do. There's healthy foods to eat, there's unhealthy foods to eat, and you can put it in your mouth and you can swallow it, but how's it going to affect you afterwards?
But should you?
So I can now take in stuff. Let's say it's a donut. I can eat a donut. The sugar's not good for me when it comes to my body processing it, and then the amount that I could take in could be a problem. Um, so in that, I'm learning that I can eat anything, but how much of it I eat and how it affects me is the change that I've learned, or learning, or the process I'm going through. Um, they never told me that, oh, you have surgery, it's going to fix all your issues. They never said that. They told me you have surgery, do these things to get you through the stages of learning how to eat properly, and then going from there. I have my good days and I have my bad days on what I eat. I'm just being 100% honest. I don't follow the program like I could when it comes to what I should eat. Eating my proteins, my vegetables, my carbs, limiting the amount of carbs and amount of sugars that I should have. I don't do, I wouldn't say bad, but I don't do as well as I could. So my weight loss journey has its hills and valleys, like anybody in life. Um, but the biggest part of it is that I can take in less, so that helps me in the long range. And then also incorporating exercise. Now that I've lost this weight, um, I need to be exercising more. Um, I've started something new with that, but there's elements that you have to do, that you have to put in the work, that the surgeon can't fix long term. So that being said, I've lost quite a bit. I mean, the last I checked, I was down 127 pounds. Um, but even in that, that could have probably easily been 150 just based on adding exercises like I should with strength training, stretching, cardio, and then eating a little bit better or maintaining the eating better and limiting the portion sizes and things like that. Um, those things would have added to that. Um, and you know, I do bad at times with the sugars. That's always been my biggest thing. I don't do as bad as I used to do. I don't do sodas. I can't do them. I just physically cannot take them like I used to. So I haven't been doing that. But it still has other sugar stuff. And I'll look at my nutrient, I can't say the word, nutritious facts. There you go. I look at those things and I kind of monitor them, but I still don't, for example, I think I'm supposed to be at like 15 grams of sugar per day. You can have a cookie. Hand me that cookie over there, see what that is. I thought it was 15. I thought it was 30 carbs, 15.
Oh, 30 carbs, yeah, sorry.
This cookie, one little cookie, has 15 grams of sugar in it. That's all I'm supposed to get for one day. Now, me, depends on what I'm eating, I like condiments like ketchup, mustard, things like that. Sugar, syrups and things like that if you're doing different things. Those things have sugar in them. Dressing.
Let me tell you something. Ketchup with no sugar is the devil. Do it. Use your 15 grams wisely because you need that sugar in that ketchup.
I've not limited myself to the 15 grams of sugar or the 50 to 30 grams of carbs I could have a day. This particular cookie has 25 grams of carbs. It's one cookie. So if I decide I want to partake in that,
that'd be all your stuff.
That'd be all I would have today. So that's why I'm saying I'm not anywhere close to doing what I need to do to stick on a strict strategic path. But I'm not doing as bad as I could be. This is hard. This is hard. But there's other elements that factor into that. They did tell me that if I up my protein, I could have more carbs. But just think, I want to do chicken. And, I like fried chicken. I might want a chicken sandwich. But if I got the breaded chicken and then the bread, then now I'm already over my carbs. And those things are hard to do. But I'm trying to maintain. I am probably not getting the protein I should have daily. Because again, it's a mental side of tracking what you're eating, monitoring it, making sure that you're staying within a certain level. And doing that can be difficult when you just want to eat something because you're tired of thinking about it every single day. You're tired of doing the work every single day and every single time you put something in your mouth. Sometimes you just want to indulge and just eat a cookie. And there's a whole tray of cookies sitting right there.
Shout out to Tenor for not caring about our non-sugar intake. It's just good. We have a Cookie Monster upstairs who has begged for these cookies for 2.5 years. So they tempt the both of us.
We have Cookie Monster. We have, again, I'm not going to beat myself up about some of the things that I've done. I could do better.
It's a process.
But I do limit myself at times as well. I I want to enjoy my time with my family and things like that. So going out to eat is one of those triggers. Um, Wanting to have a soda is a trigger. Wanting to have an energy drink is a trigger. Those carbonated things are really, really bad on me. I can't do them. And I think I can't do milk. This is another thing that's another issue for me. Because I love a good breakfast and having a glass of milk afterwards. I can't do that.
I told him let's try oat milk. He wasn't really committed yet.
No. So a lot of things I'm not committed to.
Cashew milk.
I'm not committed to a lot of things. Almond, cashew.
You said
rice. I'm not committed to none of those things just yet. I ain't giving up on the cow. The cow ain't done nothing wrong to me just yet.
I mean, it sounds like you doing something wrong.
Me and the cow ain't got no issues just yet. Me and the pig either. Me and the pig still good friends. I'm just saying.
I was just trying to give you an alternative to have, but to make your stomach happy too.
I understand that.
He understand that, but no.
I have not. I was one point in time where I think I may have put this on here as well, that I hadn't had a good burger, and things of that nature. I'm gonna give a little example. Now, I can eat more now, so something like this is the time of the year when McDonald's has their McRib out there, and that was one of my things that it's a traditional type thing. It's a seasonal thing that they have out there, and I have to have one. So when the commercials start coming out and the advertisements start coming out, I didn't even have the app any longer. I got rid of the app. Hadn't had McDonald's in months. The last time I actually had it before the McRib, I had a chicken sandwich, and then it's just something about when you eat McDonald's, you got the chicken sandwich and the fries and the orange drink. And if you all know me, that orange drink, when they took the hot C away, it was a problem. So how can I go back and not have a hot C at this point in time? So
the way this man flipped out when they took hot C away, and the way he acted when they bring it back, y'all don't even know.
I'm just saying. Again, when I got 15 grams of sugar and I'll spend it on a high C fruit punch, high C orange anytime. But that being said, I had to have certain things just to, was it nostalgia's sake? I had to go back and take it to that McRib. And I did that. But I didn't need the fries. And then if you tune it a certain way, the fries ain't right anyway. You know how McDonald's is. The fries ain't always on point like they need to be. Well, they on point, though.
If it ain't hot.
No, they on point. Ooh, that's a good thing. I did this past week go to McDonald's when I was at work for lunch, which I hadn't done in forever. But I got a chicken sandwich, and I think I may have had 2 chicken sandwiches. No, I may have had 2 or 1. But I had a chicken sandwich, and they gave me a fry and a drink for free. So
you can ask for a chicken with no bun. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
I know I can do that. I can do a lot of things through Christ that strengthens me, but it's some things I'm just not ready to do.
The way he looked at me, y'all.
But and then one of the things I think I may have said this before about what I would do as far as eating my lunch and things of that nature. It was always about the convenience of it all and being cheap. If I can get a lunch for $3, I'm gonna do that versus probably packing my lunch, which I probably should be doing, which I've been doing pretty good at. Like I said, I had been eating out pre-surgery for real when it goes to lunch wise. But it was just one of those things to where I could have got something from the house, which probably wasn't as healthy either, because the option that I had that particular day probably wasn't the best. But just kind of getting to that planning stages still every single day is rough. My sous chef, or my chef, bariatric chef, her real job came into play, and they put her back to work. And my chef said, "I ain't got time."
Well, your chef also wasn't adhering to the things that she was cooking. Everything wasn't as open as it was at the beginning of surgery. Beginning of surgery, he was like, whatever you cook, I'm going to eat it. Well, now that he's not on the restricted 8-week diets, he's like, I don't want that. I don't want that. So it's a push and pull. So I told him to do it himself. Because I do have to work and I ain't got time to go back and forth with nobody about some vegetables or anything like that. However, hold on. I did agree us eating out, which is a trigger for him, started becoming a trigger for me as well. And so we were talking about that, and I was like, well, we got projects around the house. Like, we could put that money that we eating out towards the stuff in the house, and we can eat at home. Like, I think I seen something on Facebook that said, you never understood when your parents said you got food at home until you had to pay for the stuff. We got food at home. So getting back into the swing of me cooking, and I just talked to, talking about meal prepping and stuff like that. You would be incorporated in that meal prep. He doesn't know it, but I volunteered him to cook some vegetables and some salmon on the grill. So while we meal prepping, he'll be helping out with that. We're not talking about that right now.
We aren't talking about that right now. Look, this is the end of the year review for B Squared. It can bounce around a little bit. You volunteered me to cook on the grill, like outside, in January?
So what we decided was you can like put it on there, like set it and forget it. We ain't talking about like some ribs or anything. We have an awning. You can stand if you wanted to stand, or you can come on in.
What is this? Just randomly?
It wouldn't be January. It'll be like February. Well, see, the thought process, and I haven't put the whole plan together, so I don't know why I'm putting it on here. But it's like maybe a Saturday or Sunday prep for the week. So if we can get like a sheet of vegetables, so I can put some in the weekly portion, like for our lunch or dinner.
Okay. All right, we're going to pause that portion of the conversation. Let's go back to this vegetable thing and you cooking and me not eating certain things. Let's address that because it goes to the bariatric process. So, real quickly, the process again, eating your protein first, then eating your vegetables and eating your starch, eating them in that circle so that you get full off the proteins and then you have the other things incorporated with that. When I was going through the process earlier on and I wasn't able to intake as much food, the proteins would fill me up pretty quickly and I didn't have a chance to get to the vegetables, which became a point of contention with some people in the room because of the fact they would want to make food for everybody, which is fine. But then when they asked me, do I want this or that vegetable? No, I wasn't focused in on being able to eat any vegetables at all. So don't even me thinking about trying to eat something outside of the little 6 to 8 ounces, which is probably, the last I heard, it's probably more than I probably should be taking in right now anyway still, which is probably why some of my problems there. Getting to the vegetable portion was a far stretched from my imagination at the time. Now, granted, now I can do more vegetables with my meal. And again, one of those triggers is, for example, let's say one of my favorite foods, pork chops. Taking a pork chop, whatever way you prepare it, grilling it, putting it in the oven or skillet or whatnot, frying it. I want a potato with that. And then I want to go back and forth. Well, with eating in the circle, you're not supposed to go back and forth. You're supposed to eat the potato, then eat the others. It's hard for me to have a vegetable on my plate and not eat it with that. Ribs, for example. Love me some ribs. I like potato salad, I like macaroni and salad. You can't eat those things together. You're not supposed to anyway. So it's difficult for me to think of a vegetable or another side. I had a difficult time when I was cooking and doing the grilling or whatever anyway, or coming up with sides to go with it because I'm focusing on cooking the meat. I'm not a good side person. So even after surgery, my mentality on thinking about sides is just something that I can't connect to. So my wife, again, I praised her before. I praise her again. She was excellent in cooking for me and preparing for me.
Y'all hear that was?
And but she would offer things, and that I could not fathom being able to intake that at the time because I'm focusing in on that protein portion of it, trying to hit those daily goals and proteins. Now again, I'm probably not hitting those goals as I should. I probably am because I don't measure them. I probably am because I may start off with 30 out the gate. First thing, crack it down in the morning, 30 grams of protein, and all I gotta do is get another 60, and I'm well over where I need to be at in my range. So, and there's some other ways I can incorporate some other things in that. And now that I'm eating even more, if I get strictly go to more proteins, I'll be well when I need to be at.
I think my problem wasn't just the vegetable; it was when you were having Chinese food, chicken and rice, but then say no to the vegetable. Well, you're not supposed to be having the starch anyway before the vegetable. So why can't you eat a piece of broccoli?
That is true.
Oh, okay.
That is true. I'm not going to deny that. Again, I made some mistakes. But let's take the example. Again, this is about helping other people. When you're going through these surgery, you're thinking about these things, and you're getting to that Chinese food, my mentality went from what I was eating and to more of a, is this going to satisfy that need that I need for the, I don't want to call it craving, but whatever I needed was at the time.
Okay.
So the rice and chicken went from, oh, I enjoy this, I'm going to eat this, to, I'm going to eat this for 6 days. I really literally had that Chinese food I had for 6 days. People at work were like, when did you buy that? I bought this last Sunday. 7 days later, I was still eating it. Probably 9 days later, I was still eating on it because I was taking portions out of it, and I would eat it for lunch. Now, granted, was that the best program? Probably not. However, I'm eating smaller portions, and I would eat till I got full, and I probably overdid it just a little bit a few times, trying to get rid of it. But the bigger picture of it all was, it was meal prepping.
Stop. You're not about to tell me that's meal prepping. No, sir. Mm-mm.
That was meal prepping.
Mm-mm.
You think it was meal prepping?
No.
If I plan on eating for 9 days?
That just means you stretched out a meal. That doesn't meal prepping because there was nothing healthy.
Chicken? I was doing chicken.
But you were doing the rice as well.
I understand that.
The fried rice.
I understand that. They did tell me, I told them when I went to the nutritionist and I was telling them that I would make jambalaya, which I make it with chicken and eggs and sausage. And I would take those ingredients and I make it with the rice and blend or whatnot. And then when I made that, I would put those all in the app, and the app would tell me and spit out what my protein is per size, serving size, and ounces I was eating. And then the nutritionist bust my bubble and said, well, that's good and fine, but you take the rice out first, get the portions sizes with just the meat only, and use that only.
And then have a small serving.
And then have a small serving rice.
And eat it separately.
That defeats the whole purpose of a jambalaya. So, again,
it would defeat the whole purpose of Chinese food too, right? Because you're supposed to eat the meat and then the vegetables and then the rice. But if everything is mixed together, or if even the vegetables and rice are mixed together, it stops you from doing what you're supposed to do.
You make it seem like you make it seem like I eat Chinese food a lot. No,
I was giving that as an example as to when I would, after that, offer a vegetable, and you'd be like, no, I can't eat that. And I'm like, I am confusion.
And I couldn't eat that as in I couldn't get it down at the time. Now, and I eat more vegetables now, which I am, again, I'm on a new program. I'm going to be going to do something different. But I can eat vegetables now. I'm eating a whole lot of them. I'm eating a small portion of vegetables because if you come from my family, you don't waste no food. So it's difficult for me to make a plate and then not be able to eat what's on my plate. So I try to get smaller portions so I can make sure I can eat it. And then my mother, who has had surgery in the past, and what she would say that they told her, this is years ago, they told her, well, eat what you can eat and throw the rest away. So she eats and then she'll put her plate to the side and, warm it later on.
So it sounds like you might need to take a to-go container too when we go over there.
I'm not.
That way you can save it.
I was going to say, I hear you. I hear that, and I receive what you're saying. But what I'm gonna say is, I'd rather make a smaller plate portion and be able to eat it and be satisfied and put it aside and not have too much on my plate, versus taking a plate, eating some of it, putting it aside, and then going back to it later on. Now, making a second plate, smaller sizes, or later on might be a plan. But to me, again, it's all about a mental game. The mental side of it, for me to make a smaller plate and then not have too much on it. Because I think, let's say the last 2 months, I've been able to eat more. I'm still probably putting too much on my plate that I need to. I'll take Thanksgiving, for example. My wife cooked Thanksgiving dinner. We had ham, turkey, dressing, sweet potatoes, and corn. I didn't have any corn. Greens. I took, and I even told the nutritionist. I have to think about it. Potatoes? I think I did. I even told the nutritionist, had a doctor's appointment with the nutritionist like 2 days before. And I asked him, like, and it was kind of weird, but I'll get to that in a second. I asked him about portion sizes, and being it was a bigger thing. I had a big problem in August, my birthday time, and grilling and all that. That was a problem. And then I was worried about Thanksgiving being a problem. And I think I had seen on TikTok or somewhere, which I don't really know what things, somewhere on social media, about taking like ice trays, filling them up with the different sides, and then eating off of that, or even like a muffin tin, like little 4 muffin tins, and eating your portion sizes in those, and then you get a little bit of everything, but you don't overeat. When I mentioned it to the nutritionist, she was blown away. She was like, "I never heard of that." And I was like, "How do you talk about these portion sizes of these people?"
Let these doctors get on TikTok, because clearly TikTok got
all
the answers.
I don't know if it was discouraging, but it was kind of interesting that she had never heard of that. And it was like, "Oh, that's a good way to do it." And I'm thinking to myself, I can't eat much, and I get the program and still eat the protein first. But when you want to indulge in all these other things, you have the plethora of food in front of you. You want to do those things, so it's kind of hard to. Well, it was. I don't want to say it was discouraging when I mentioned it to her, and she was like, "Oh, that's something to do. I never heard of that." It was kind of like,
I'm teaching you more than you teach me.
Yeah. And then, because, I mean, I can manipulate what I'm telling them, what I'm eating or whatever. The results are in my weight, period.
Right.
So at the time, I started doing a lot more cheeses and sliced meats and whatever. So when it comes to appointment time, I'm saying, yeah, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, which I am doing. I'm drinking water. I'm trying to do my portion sizes, and I'm trying to do my protein as I should. And I've incorporated, protein shakes and protein bars, and taking my lunch. I'm doing all the things I need to do, but I didn't tell her that I was eating sugar. I didn't tell her that I was eating bread as much. I mean, but it's just, I know what I'm doing. I know the program. So my ring is coming off. That's crazy. Let me just... I'm losing weight. Just spin on around like that.
When y'all see him with duct tape on his hand, don't say nothing, okay?
I was just in there, this almost came off. I was like, that's crazy. But all in all, again, it's a process. I guess I could share what my new plan.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do differently. I'm going to go back to some of those earlier stages. And I think some of the things, I'll address this real quick. This is a little longer video than I thought it was going to be. My chef.
I was like, why I got a T on my name?
My chef, when I was going through the process and not able to eat anything, everything had to be pureed and meshed up.
I feel like I'm getting PTSD by the conversation.
I would see my wife partake in certain things, and she was very creative with some of the meals. She was on the bariatric websites getting all these recipes or whatever, and I couldn't take all that in. But she was doing all kind of little wonderful things. I need to go back into some of those things, because there was different portion sizes. Like, for example, not lasagna, but like the little pizza thing, where you had the cheese and the pepperoni piece, and then why are you looking like that?
Because it sounds like you mixing two recipes.
Well, I don't know recipes.
That's why I was looking at you like I'm trying to.
Things like that.
You talking about like the ricotta bake and the red bean, the bean bake?
Yeah, not necessarily
the
those.
enchilada.
A little more meat, a little more
a little more
meat.
chunk.
Yeah, a little more chewing involved.
Well, you can add like rotisserie chicken to the enchilada bake.
Okay.
So you have some chew involved and stuff like that. But see, there's things that I want to incorporate.
Right.
Like there's a zucchini lasagna.
There's no meat in that.
Yes, there is.
You said zucchini.
Zucchini is the pasta.
You
still have like sausage or ground beef in the sauce and whatever, and you layer the meat, the cheese, the sauce or whatever. But it takes out the carb element, so you can save your carbs for a breakfast biscuit or a dinner roll or something like that. But you're able to have those type of things. So those type of things I want to incorporate, and you sometimes aren't as willing.
No, but this is where I would disagree, because something like that, again, I'm going back to, there's different parts of that. Not that part of the vegetable part of it. I don't mind the substitution and trying different things. I'm still 100%.
Are you willing to go to chickpeas? And
wait a minute.
What's the other one?
Couscous. Wait a minute.
So couscous.
Wait a minute. Wait. There's different things that I'm not going to say that I'm willing to try just yet. I mean, if you're talking about taking the pasta out and substituting it for zucchini, that's fine. The same thing like with the cauliflower rice. I can't say the word. That kind of thing. I'm okay with that kind of trying those type of things. I'm okay with you trying a new dish that incorporates something different and substitute something here or there. I'm okay with all that. That's good and fine, especially now that I can eat more. My issue is always going to be the portion sizes and me being concerned about that. I'm willing to try those different type of dishes. I mean, at one point in time, I said I was going to try tofu. I'm past that.
You said go ahead and eliminate that.
I take that back. I do, just for the sake of saying I did it, I do want to try the fried.
I'm not cooking it.
You're not cooking? Okay. Well, I was going to say, I wouldn't
but
mind.
I know somebody who would handle that for you.
No, because
you want her to make you a chicken nugget with tofu?
No, there's no such thing as a chicken.
Tofu nugget.
They're trying to change the word to chick. No. We're not mashing nothing together and forming it up. No.
Yeah, that's how you do a chicken nugget?
I'm good on that.
That's how I did the one from the canned chicken. When I made those chicken nuggets.
They were okay. I wish we would have had a little more planning in that. It was okay, but I just like to say a little more planning. Need some sauce to go with it. And then that goes again to my sugar coming in. But again, I'm not opposed to trying those things. There's a lot of things that you were looking up and researching and doing those things. You also have to
get your daughter on board.
I can't help her.
She don't want to be saved.
She is refusing. But again, like I said, I'm going to go to some of those things that earlier on stages of I'm willing to reincorporate some of those things. Again, we got to get back to the not eating out. Like the fast food and not even fast food, the eating out, it does something mentally to me. And I think it starts off when you get to the table. They ask you what kind of drink you want. Just water, please. But I can't even drink it. So I get a water. I may sip on it once or twice, and I'm asking, can I get a water to go, please? Like that mental aspect of that. I used to get a water or a soda with my meal or whatever. I can't even do that. So that mental side of going out to eat is different. So
I think it's also not knowing what they're putting in the food, because I've even had like reactions to food afterwards. It's good in the moment, but then when we leave and I don't feel good, I'm like, I don't even know what they put in this food. Now you got that place over there in Kansas that the dude was doing stuff nasty in a restaurant. You don't know what they doing, and so when you don't feel good, it doesn't make you feel good.
Right. I didn't even think about that part. That is definitely another thing. I was thinking about the cost and just being in the atmosphere.
Especially when your wife has a lot of projects.
Oh my God, here we go with this again. Okay. So
did you look up at the ceiling and you saw it in the future, didn't you?
Not. So
y'all see this window back here? It's gonna look different next month.
Another thing I'm going to do, which I started on Christmas Eve, Tuesday. I started trying to work out at home. We tried the membership at the gym.
It was a fail.
There's too many distractions and elements that come into going to the gym. When we did the walk in the neighborhood, that was cool. But it's getting colder. Well, not getting cold. It's cold outside. So the walking outside isn't the ideal thing to do. I did do some walking on my own at times, which, of course, when I first started these videos, no, I'm just saying that I didn't walk at all. Again, if you talk about 8 months ago, I'm not walking. I've said on the video, I'm not walking anywhere. I'm not doing it. But I did some walking sometimes.
We walked the Lee Summer Road.
We did.
That's what, 3 miles? 3.5 miles?
I think it was like 3 miles total, yeah. There and back. So walking is better. I've lost some weight, so I definitely can move around a little better. A little quick on my feet, a little more energy. So, that being said, I started to incorporate. We got a gift for our anniversary, Christmas.
Shout out to the in-laws, in-loves.
They bought me exercise equipment, so I've been using that.
They buy it for you, or they buy it for us?
They bought it for us, but
you just said anniversary. You said you bought.
I said anniversary and Christmas,
and then you said they bought you.
They bought us. Oh my God, particulars here is crazy. So
well, I said that because I have been throwing shade at myself. I'm like, he keeps sending me these text messages showing what he's worked out and all that. Yeah. I gotta be honest, y'all. I ain't even seen the bike.
I did that because I'm trying to get you motivated.
I haven't seen the bike. I said he just gonna keep on taunting me and tell me how much I suck. But I'm gonna get on there, and I also have a plan so we can get back in sync with working out, with eating better, and cooking. Since I'm off the rest of the year, my plan is to make a plan, make a menu. I know I'm gonna be gone sometimes in January because I have to travel for work. But if you make a plan, then you won't plan to fail.
I have a new goal. By April 16th, it'll be 1 year from surgery. I have a new weight loss goal. I gotta make sure that I have it right in my mind, because I think there's one number I want to get up under a number, but then I have another goal, so I don't know if that's supposed to be by April or not. Anyway, we'll figure that out. But I have 2 numbers in my head I need to do. One of them is really easy to table. I should have probably been there, probably. I could have lost another. I need to lose another 40 pounds quickly. I guess I'll say this by April, but the ultimate goal is to be down another 100 pounds. So I don't think I'll be down another 100 pounds by April. It means possible. I really have to hit it hard, but I should be able to lose 40 pounds if I do the plan as I need to. And then if I do that, I'll probably do some more barbecuing, like I did last time when I got my goal. Anything else for that?
No, if he reaches my weight before I lose some weight, I'm just gonna start cutting off my arm. I just have to cut the fat off. That's aggressive.
That's really aggressive.
No, I just have to do better as well. That's all.
And I think
we in this together.
We'll end this, trying to help people. We'll end it with this part of it. The working out, like I said, going to the gym, we tried that. It didn't work. There's all the distractions. There's work, kids, activities, things like that going on. And then we would say, and I would just be transparent, you'd be working here at the house or going out to the sites and coming back. And I would get off work, having every intention of going. All I do is go upstairs and change clothes, waiting for you to get done, get you out the notion of wanting to do it. I'm a type of person where, just like this morning, when you got a haircut at 7 o'clock this morning, they look at me like I was crazy. But I want to be able to get it in and get it over with and be done with it. Tomorrow, Sunday, I'm going to go work out downstairs before going to church so I can make sure I get it done. Because if I don't, coming after church, visiting family, eating. I worked out yesterday, for example. I have a minimum time I have to spend on the bike. 10 minutes is right where I'm at right now. I'm going to increase that as I go. Minimum 10 minutes. But yesterday I went to work and I got off work and I got on the bike and I barely got it to 10 minutes. I was like, I'm just not in the mood. My body's not responding to be able to ride this bike for 10 minutes. We got in this video, so so I made my 10 minutes and I got off. But this morning I went and got my hair cut and came back, got on the bike. Before I know it, I'm already 7 minutes in, and I just feel like I just started. So my energy level was a lot different. So that being said, the distractions that we have for different things, and I'm going to try to motivate my wife to do it with me. Be on the lookout for the next video about, not next video, but in the video in the future talking about how we added another piece of equipment so we can go down there together. Because right now we only have one piece of equipment.
Well, I have videos that I can be doing standing up workouts and stuff.
So we may have our own little hit cycle going on down there soon. That being said, we're going to end this here because my phone is about to
kaput. Video gonna end one way or the other.
Yeah. We thank you for joining us. Be on the lookout for our journeys as we go. I got a 40-pound. Did I say 40? I don't want the other number. I don't want the other number either.
You said 40.
I'm gonna do 40 right now. A 40-pound goal, weight loss, before April. Hopefully I can get that in 2 months.
I got 60 more to go to reach my full goal.
Okay.
70, 60. I can't remember.
Be on the lookout for that.
A lot.
When we get there, we're gonna celebrate. And we want you all to join us in any way capacity that you can. You know, say hello. If you haven't done before, like, subscribe, comment. If you want help in what we're doing, or because these things are transitional. It's not just because of the fact that you're overweight. These things can help you in your everyday life, even if you're not overweight. Just being more healthy and more conscious of what you're eating. We have those tips that we have now that they've given us, and once they give it to you, they can't take it away.
Yeah, be intentional.
So that being said, it's been a B Squared Productions end of the year review. We might come back with my phone chargers with more information about something else about us.
Yep. If you have questions, feel free to comment. Make sure you build a village. Good luck.
Yes. B Squared, we love you. Have a good New Year's. See you in 2025 if I don't see you later on today.
All right. Bye.
Peace out. A new camera not working.